Are you tired of feeling drained, stuck in relationships that only bring you negativity and stress? What if I told you that there are certain signs to watch out for that will tell you it's time to let go and prioritize your peace? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to recognize when a relationship is doing more harm than good, even if it's family or a close friend. Trust me, this video could be the turning point that completely transforms your life and helps you regain control. Stay with me until the end, and I promise you'll walk away with powerful insights that will change the way you see relationships forever. Don't miss out. Your emotional freedom is just a few steps away. Relationships are the foundation of human experience, shaping our emotions, decisions, and outlook on life. When they are healthy and positive, they uplift us, provide support, and help us grow. However, not every relationship is built to last. Some can turn toxic, draining our energy and hindering our personal development. Recognizing when a relationship has crossed the line from nurturing to damaging is crucial for your mental and emotional well-being. Stoic philosophy teaches us that our peace of mind is paramount. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and responses, and to let go of what disrupts our inner harmony. Holding on to a relationship that consistently brings negativity, disrespect, or harm only leads to emotional turmoil. The sooner you identify these signs, the sooner you can take action to protect your peace and realign your life with what truly matters. This is not about being cold or indifferent, but about prioritizing your well-being and ensuring your relationships are rooted in mutual respect and understanding. A relationship should be a source of trust, a space where you feel safe to express yourself without fear of being judged or betrayed. But when someone repeatedly breaks your trust, whether through lies, deceit, or manipulation, it's a glaring sign that the relationship may no longer be worth maintaining. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection, and without it, the relationship becomes shaky, unreliable, and emotionally exhausting. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize truth and integrity. If someone consistently lies to you or hides things, it creates a pattern of uncertainty and anxiety. Over time, this can erode your sense of security and self-respect. Every lie, no matter how small, chips away at the foundation of trust. It's not just about the lies themselves, but the disregard they show for your feelings and the relationship. You deserve relationships where honesty is a given, where your interactions are grounded in mutual respect and understanding. If someone cannot offer that basic level of integrity, it might be time to step back and evaluate whether their presence is adding value or simply draining your energy. Letting go of such relationships doesn't mean harboring resentment. It means prioritizing your peace and surrounding yourself with people who value and uphold the same principles of truth and trustworthiness. When someone continuously disrespects your boundaries, it's a clear indication that the relationship is no longer healthy. Boundaries are not just limits. They are expressions of your values, your needs, and your emotional health. When respected, they allow for a relationship to thrive in a space of mutual respect. However, when they are ignored or violated, it can cause long-term harm, leaving you feeling drained and undervalued. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-control and resilience, but it also teaches that we should not let others dictate our emotional state or compromise our well-being. If someone repeatedly oversteps your boundaries, whether they are emotional, physical, or mental, it's an act of disregard for who you are and what you stand for. Respect for boundaries shows that someone values you for who you are. that they care about your comfort and well-being. On the other hand, repeated violations are an indication of selfishness, manipulation, or a complete lack of regard for you. Over time, this can diminish your self-worth and leave you feeling more isolated and vulnerable. To preserve your mental peace, it's crucial to stand firm in protecting your boundaries. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond to them. If someone continually crosses your boundaries, it's essential to recognize the pattern and decide whether maintaining the relationship is worth the constant emotional toll. Cutting ties with people who fail to respect you can be an act of self-respect, not selfishness, and is necessary for cultivating healthier and more meaningful relationships. When someone consistently undermines your self-worth or dismisses your achievements, it's a glaring sign that the relationship is toxic. In healthy relationships, people should lift each other up, celebrate each other's successes, and provide constructive feedback. However, if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or people who belittle your accomplishments, it creates an environment where you feel small, invisible, or unworthy. Stoicism encourages individuals to build internal strength and resilience, relying on their own sense of purpose and values rather than seeking validation from others. If you're in a relationship with someone who constantly disregards your contributions, achievements, or growth, they are doing more harm than good. They might be projecting their insecurities onto you or attempting to control or manipulate you by diminishing your sense of self. A person who undermines your self-worth does not have your best interests at heart. They may disguise their actions as constructive criticism or tough love, but deep down, their words and behaviors chip away at your confidence and sense of self. Over time, this can erode your ability to see your own value and make you doubt your capabilities, which is exactly what a toxic person wants. To protect your mental health and well-being, it is crucial to surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage your growth, and value your contributions. Remember, Stoicism teaches that we should not rely on external validation, but that doesn't mean we should tolerate relationships that diminish us. If someone is consistently undermining you, it's time to reassess whether this relationship serves you in any meaningful way. Let go of those who cannot recognize your worth and focus on cultivating relationships that nurture your growth and sense of value. If someone consistently lies to you or manipulates the truth, it's a clear sign that you should consider ending the relationship. Trust is the foundation of any meaningful connection, whether it's with a family member, friend, or romantic partner. Without trust, the relationship is bound to crumble. Stoicism teaches us the importance of integrity and honesty in both our actions and interactions. When you're constantly dealing with deceit, it becomes extremely difficult to maintain any sense of peace or clarity. Lies, even small ones, create a web of confusion and uncertainty. When you're never sure whether someone is being truthful with you, it forces you to question everything they say and every action they take. This doubt begins to eat away at your mental peace and creates unnecessary stress. In Stoic philosophy, it is emphasized that we should focus on things within our control and discard those outside of it. But when someone is lying to you, they are imposing chaos on your reality, making it harder for you to have peace of mind. Manipulation is another form of dishonesty that can slowly erode your sense of self. A person who manipulates you will twist situations to benefit themselves, often at your expense. They may gaslight you, making you feel like you're overreacting or that your perceptions are wrong. In such a relationship, you're left constantly doubting yourself, wondering whether you're being too sensitive or if your concerns are valid. It's important to realize that relationships built on lies and manipulation are inherently unstable. They distort reality and cause emotional harm over time. Stoicism teaches us to seek truth and clarity, both within ourselves and in our relationships. If someone repeatedly lies to you, it's a sign that they are not aligned with the values that create a healthy, meaningful relationship. You deserve honesty, transparency, and respect in your connections. If these are absent, it's a clear signal that it's time to walk away, regardless of the history or emotional investment you have in the relationship. Protect your mental and emotional well-being by distancing yourself from those who choose deceit over truth. When a person shows a consistent lack of respect for your boundaries, it's a major sign that the relationship is unhealthy and might need to be ended. Boundaries are essential for maintaining our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. They are the limits that we set to protect ourselves and ensure that we are treated with dignity and respect. When someone repeatedly ignores or disrespects these boundaries, it signals a deep disregard for your well-being and sense of self. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of self-control and mastering our desires. It also emphasizes the need to be mindful of the people we allow into our lives. When someone violates your boundaries, they are attempting to control or manipulate your life in ways that you do not consent to. This lack of respect undermines your autonomy, and over time, it can create a sense of powerlessness. For example, if you've clearly communicated that you need space to focus on your goals or your mental health, yet the person continues to intrude or demand your attention, this is a clear sign of disrespect. Similarly, if they make you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself or dismiss your needs for their convenience, it shows a lack of regard for your individuality. A Stoic approach to such situations is to recognize that your worth isn't dependent on how others treat you, but on your own inner virtues and values. If someone continuously oversteps your boundaries, it's a sign they are not respecting your dignity. The more you allow this behavior to persist, the more it erodes your self-respect, which in turn damages your emotional resilience. By allowing this kind of treatment, you indirectly give the person permission to continue crossing lines. The Stoic wisdom here is to not tolerate such behavior because, ultimately, you cannot control others' actions, but you can control your response. If someone consistently disrespects your boundaries, it's important to step back and reassess the relationship. You don't need to tolerate any behavior that threatens your peace or undermines your personal growth. You have the power to set limits and protect your energy. Don't be afraid to distance yourself from individuals who refuse to honor your boundaries. When you realize that a person is constantly bringing negativity into your life, it's a strong indication that this relationship is not serving you, and you might need to reconsider whether it's worth maintaining. Negative individuals tend to drain your energy, lower your spirits, and shift your focus from personal growth to unnecessary drama or pessimism. They might express dissatisfaction with everything around them, often pulling you into their emotional turmoil. Stoicism teaches us that we have control over our responses and how much we let outside influences affect our internal peace. One of the fundamental Stoic principles is that we should focus on what we can control and detach ourselves from what we cannot. When we allow a negative person to dominate our thoughts and emotions, we are choosing to surrender our control. we let their negativity seep into our own lives, interfering with our ability to live a fulfilled and peaceful life. Negative individuals often engage in constant complaining, blame, or criticism. They might always find faults in every situation, making it difficult to engage in meaningful conversations or feel uplifted when around them. Over time, this kind of energy can wear you down, and you might find yourself becoming more cynical or anxious without even realizing it. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, remind us that we should not allow external factors, like the negativity of others, to disturb our inner peace. They advocated for the idea of responding to life with equanimity, no matter what challenges or negative energies come our way. Allowing toxic individuals to persist in our lives disrupts that balance and detracts from our ability to be resilient and centered. You have the right to protect your mental and emotional space. While you cannot control the negativity of others, you can control how much time you spend with them and how deeply you allow their energy to impact you. If you find that someone consistently brings negativity into your life, it's essential to assess whether the relationship is truly benefiting you in any way. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do for your own well-being is to remove yourself from toxic situations, even if they involve people you care about. A Stoic approach would advise you to create healthy boundaries with such individuals. Don't allow their negativity to define your mood or life decisions. Prioritize your own mental health and peace, and surround yourself with people who uplift you and encourage your growth. By doing so, you're taking control of your environment and protecting the energy that drives your success and happiness. If a relationship constantly makes you feel drained, unappreciated, or misunderstood, it's a clear sign that it might not be serving your well-being. Relationships should empower you, not deplete you. Yet, when you're in a relationship with someone who consistently ignores your feelings, minimizes your needs, or takes you for granted, it can create an unhealthy dynamic. This is particularly true if it feels like you're always giving and receiving very little in return. In Stoic philosophy, one of the essential teachings is about the importance of personal growth and self-respect. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of cultivating virtuous relationships and removing distractions or individuals who stand in the way of our personal development. A relationship that consistently undervalues you or makes you feel insignificant can act as a roadblock to your own growth and peace of mind. The Stoics teach us to prioritize virtue and self-respect over external validation. If someone continually disrespects you or makes you feel inferior, it becomes harder to maintain your self-worth. It's important to recognize that self-respect isn't about demanding recognition from others, but about knowing your own value and not allowing anyone to undermine it. When you're constantly being dismissed or undervalued, it becomes a reflection of the relationship's imbalance, not of your worth. In situations like this, you have to take a step back and assess whether the relationship is truly adding value to your life. Are you being supported, respected, and uplifted? If the answer is no, it might be time to reevaluate. Stoicism encourages us to practice discernment in our relationships, ensuring that we invest in those that are mutually beneficial and contribute to our mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. Remember, personal boundaries are key. You must honor your own emotional needs, and if someone continuously ignores those needs, it's a sign that the relationship might not be worth maintaining. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control the actions of others, but we have complete control over how much we allow them to affect us. Removing yourself from relationships where you feel undervalued is an act of self-care and a powerful step toward reclaiming your personal energy and peace. When someone continuously manipulates you, makes you feel guilty for standing up for yourself, or uses emotional blackmail, it is a clear sign that the relationship is toxic. Manipulation can come in many forms, whether it's subtle, such as guilt-tripping, or more overt, like using your vulnerabilities against you. The Stoics emphasize the importance of mental clarity and self-control, reminding us that we should never let others control our thoughts and emotions. Allowing yourself to be manipulated not only erodes your peace of mind, but also compromises your ability to live virtuously. Stoicism teaches us to remain steady in our own principles, regardless of external pressures or manipulation. It's essential to recognize when someone's behavior is attempting to make you question your own integrity or values. If you find yourself constantly compromising your own needs and desires because someone is manipulating you, it's time to take a step back and reassess the relationship. In these situations, it's crucial to recognize that your emotional well-being is far more important than keeping someone in your life who does not respect you. Relationships should be based on mutual respect, understanding, and support. If manipulation is present, it's a sign that the relationship is harmful, and you must take action to remove yourself for your own mental and emotional health. Another sign that it may be time to end a relationship is if you find yourself constantly compromising your own values or beliefs just to maintain peace. In Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of virtue and living in alignment with your values is paramount. If a relationship is causing you to act in ways that are out of alignment with who you truly are, it is a red flag that the relationship is detrimental to your growth. Whether it's feeling pressured to act in a way that goes against your beliefs or constantly being made to feel guilty for having your own opinions, this is a sign that the relationship is no longer healthy. Stoics believe that it is more important to maintain your internal integrity than to please others or conform to their expectations. If a relationship is forcing you to compromise your values, it's better to walk away and preserve your sense of self. Finally, if someone is causing you consistent harm and refuses to acknowledge or change their behavior, it may be time to let go. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our own mental well-being, understanding that we cannot control others' actions, but we have full control over how we respond to them. If a relationship causes more harm than good, it's important to let go and move on for the sake of your own peace and personal growth. Recognize when it's time to cut ties, even if it's with someone close to you, and focus on cultivating relationships that uplift and support you.